Trey Lance. Heath said that I was crazy for saying that Trey Lance had more upside than Dak Prescott. But then everyone on Twitter agreed, and now Heath thinks everyone else is crazy too. Heath, Trey Lance is polarizing, I think. Although I think people are pretty high on him. Do you think he's polarizing?
Trey Lance's outcomes are polarizing. It's not that I think we all agree about Trey Lance. He has top 5 upside, and he has a lot of risk because he's thrown like 150 passes in the last 3 years.
yeah. I think what's polarizing is maybe when to take him. Do you take him over guys that you might actually have ranked higher just to secure the upside? Or how much upside do you think he has? Is that the polarizing part of it? How much upside do you think he has, Heath?
Top 5.
Amy, how much upside does Trey Lance have?
Top 5.
Do you think he has QB1 potential?
Yes. I mean, but I think it would probably take an injury or two for that to happen. But yes, he clearly has. He has the ingredients that we love. He has an amazing receiving core. He has an amazing play caller, and he's going to run. And so if he's successful as a passer, and I thought when he said he threw 150, I thought he was going to say 150 interceptions in training camp, because that seems like all you hear is his inaccuracies and how many times he's turned the ball over. But I think you just have to understand what you're getting. You're getting a flawed product. And maybe the beginning of the season, despite some easy matchups, he may have some mistakes. But you go back to last year when he apparently was playing through a finger injury, broken finger, I forget what it was.
Yep.
And who knows how much it impact his throwing. In the 3 main appearances that he had, 31 or more rushing yards. So you kind of see what you're going to get from that. If Ayuk is really doing what Ayuk has been doing in camp by all the reports, and you know what Debo's done, and you know what Kittle's done, with what those guys are capable of producing for him, and then Shanahan's creation, it's just, it could be a lot of fun. It could be, we've seen these sophomore quarterbacks in these same situations, not playing as a rookie. Mahomes, Lamar Jackson playing limited snaps half or 5 games, whatever it was, his rookie season. And they've just blown up. He's not going to do that, but my God, if he does, I mean, it's the potential's off the charts.
And really, my bigger problem with the whole Trey Lance, Dak Prescott was just your insistence that Dak is boring and doesn't have any upside.
He does have upside, but he's also boring. Compared to all the other quarterbacks, there's so much excitement.
He's safe.
But what if he isn't safe? I mean, what if he just has like kind of a bad receiving core and an aging offensive line? I don't think that. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. What if there's more downside to Dak Prescott that we don't realize, or that we don't talk about?
Well, we're talking about upside right now. Upside wise, what if he passes like he did last year and runs like he did every year before that?
Yeah, it's just they didn't really replace Amari Cooper. It's kind of a big deal.
They drafted.
Well, it's a big deal if Gallup is not close to what they're hoping he would be, and I would say that's probably pre-Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, which is hard to ask for. But you still have what could be one of the top 5 receivers in the league and a top 5 tight end in the league, and then just sort of figure out the rest. And if Tolbert and Gallup and whatever they get from James Washington at some point this season.
Yeah. So I just want to sum it up on Trey Lance. He played 2.5 games as a quarterback. I'm just going to tell you what his 17-game pace is, even though it's crazy. It's 2.5 games. He was on pace for 1,100 rushing yards. Also 4,000 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns. 1,100 rushing yards. I think he does have that capability, but let's just say he rushes for 800 yards. Agree or disagree? And I'm pretty sure he's going to rush for 800 yards, Trey Lance. If he rushes for 800 yards, there is basically no way he's not a top 12 quarterback.
Agree.
I think that's true. I can't think of a quarterback who ran for 800 yards and didn't finish as a top 12 quarterback.
Right. There's so few. I mean, I think maybe had a terrible year with 8. I don't know, but probably not. That's just,
I think the thing,
such a high floor.
The thing about Trey Lance, you asked Tara Roberts, who, for those that don't watch our YouTube stream, she's one of our contributors on Tuesday nights. She drafted Trey Lance. I forget what round it was. And you asked her, and you said, this is the question I ask everybody who drafts Trey Lance. Are you going to draft a backup? And I think that's the easy thing to sort of look at with your league. Like, I drafted Trey Lance in an analyst league that has 4 points for passing touchdowns. I did draft Kirk Cousins on the waiver wire, still, we haven't run waivers yet, are Derek Carr and Justin Fields. And if I had known that those two guys would be on waivers, I would not have drafted another quarterback. But I felt, okay, this was a little bit earlier in the process. And so Lance, I was the last manager to take a quarterback. So I felt lucky to get Trey. It was round 12. And so, but again, I think if you know your league and you hear me say this a lot, if you know everybody's going to take, or a handful of people are going to take two quarterbacks, take a second quarterback with Trey Lance. Just cover yourself.
I'm sorry.
No, but if you don't, and you know that that's not something that your league makes do, then just play it out the first couple of weeks. He should be great. Chicago and Seattle, those first two games, should have an opportunity to be a monster.
All right, let's go to
I did want to say that Lamar Jackson ran for 767 yards last year and was QB 16.
Not per game.
Not 800.
For the season.
No, but he wasn't QB 16 per game.
Well, no.
Oh, but you're saying
you could run for 800 yards and not be.
No, Heath. I didn't say 700.
Well, 33 yards would not have gotten him in the top 12.
Yeah. All right. That's a good point. Okay. So, Allen Robinson. Let's go to Allen Robinson here. Do you guys think he is polarized? I know among CBSers, among you guys, he's not polarizing. But some people say, hey, he's 20. By the way, it's Allen Robinson's birthday. So happy birthday, Allen Robinson, August 24th. 29 years old today. 410 yards in 12 games last year. A career low yards per catch. Let's see. A career low yards per target? No, not quite. Some people think he's washed up and done. You guys don't. Do you think Allen Robinson is polarizing?
Well, I mean, you mentioned it's mostly, I think, where analysts, I don't think it's just us. I think it's the industry. Analysts love Allen Robinson for his potential bounce back and the offense that he's going through. The Rams car wash should be great for him. Stafford, if healthy, should be great for him. Best quarterback he's ever played with. Sean McVay should be great for him, just in the way that he'll find opportunities to get him open and get him the ball. I struggle. You look at, for those of you watching on YouTube, this group of receivers for me, and this is our consensus rankings, but for me, it's the group of Cortland Sutton, Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks, and Allen Robinson, those four guys. I think they all could be double-digit touchdown guys. I think they all could be huge reception and yardage players as well. Robinson seems to be the one that goes last. And so if you like that group, or no, Cooks probably goes last, but Robinson is not far behind him, or not far in front of him. The upside is amazing to me. So I love Allen Robinson in late round 3, early round 4 in PPR.
I think I'm the low guy. I've got him at wide receiver 23. So if someone's polarizing on Allen Robinson, it's me. And the thing I've just hated is it's like I could not find, like, if he's not washed and he didn't quit last year on the Bears, then what's the case? Like, why was Darnell Mooney so much better?
Yeah, I don't know that he just wasn't a fit in the offense that Matt Nagy.
But it was the same. It was the same offense that he had. Like, Nagy was criticized for not really changing the offense for Justin Fields early on.
I don't know. No.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead. No, finish.
No, I don't like to say that guys quit on their team, but it seems like that's like the best. That's the good case for Allen Robinson is that he did.